Hi guys, hello, hopefully you can hear me. I hope you're well. It's Tuesday, it's 1 o'clock, and as promised, I'm doing another Facebook Live. Woohoo! Very, very exciting. A very quick introduction for those who don't know me. My name is Sarah, and I am the human behind the dog blog, Twilight Bark UK. So where am I today, and more importantly, why should you be watching? Well, for the next 10-15 minutes or so, I'm going to be speaking to the luxury dog brand Tales of Teddy at their headquarters in London. I'm going to be asking 6 questions from them to find out a little bit more information, and in order for you to get to know them a little bit better, it's going to be a really relaxed conversation. Hopefully you guys are going to join in, and it's just a great way for you to kind of get to know them, hear their story, and find out more about their products. We'll be holding them up so you can see. And basically just a great fun way for you to engage with this new and exciting brand, which we featured as part of our hot list in 2017 as an up and coming dog brand who I think is going to be big this year and you should definitely be watching out for. So, we see we've got Katie here already. Hi Katie, nice to see you, thanks for joining in. So also before I leap into the 6 questions that I'm going to be asking the lovely Sam from Tales of Teddy, just to give you a quick hint, they are going to be sharing a really exciting announcement at the end of this Facebook Live, so about a new product which is being launched. So I'm really thrilled they're going to be sharing that with us. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the lovely Sam and her gorgeous Schnauzer Teddy, and we're going to go for some 6 questions. So here we go. Here we go. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for talking with me and for those watching. For those who may be unfamiliar with Tales of Teddy, can you explain a little bit about your brand?
Yes, Tales of Teddy. Uncompromising quality and love for dogs. That's our tagline, and that just about sums it up.
Brilliant.
We are an online store selling high quality dog goods, all of which have been made in Britain by skilled craftspeople. The point is that they not only look wonderful in your house, you know, they're kind of elegant and gorgeous to look at and good to live with, but you know, they've been made to last, they're practical, and they've been traditionally made too, because they're for your dog, they've got to be practical.
Absolutely, so practical and good at the same time. Oh, Katie's saying hi, Sam, as
hi,
well. It's Katie from Woof Woof Network.
Hello, Katie.
So no, that's good. It's, as you say, it's practical, it's great for the home, but it's something that is going to be good for your dog as well. So for those actually who may not know Tales of Teddy, you were originally started out as a dog blog. So what made you move from writing a dog blog to producing your own products? Teddy's trying to stop you from talking, aren't you, Teddy?
When I started off writing the blog, I'm a journalist. I wrote about style and fashion for years. So it seemed kind of natural that I should write a blog about all the research I'd done into getting Teddy and such. But then, as you know, when you get a dog, you have to buy a certain amount of dog kit.
Absolutely.
And I went out looking for various bits and pieces that Ted needed, and I couldn't find any of the kind of stuff that I wanted in my home.
Yes.
I didn't love what I saw, so I commissioned some things. I went and found sort of independent craftspeople and worked with them to make things that I liked and I wanted. Mm-hmm. And friends would come over and say, oh, that looks nice, I'd like that for my dog. And I thought, there's an idea. And I'm kind of passionate about working with craftspeople. I love people who know what they're doing, and maybe as a journalist, I love hearing the story behind something, and also why I want to spend money on something. I want to know the story, what makes it worth the money you're going to spend.
Exactly, knowing that little bit more detail makes a big difference. And obviously Teddy here, so I don't know if you can see Teddy, the gorgeous Teddy, he's absolutely stunning. Teddy, who's this? You're going to say hi? He's like, no, I'm not ready for my Facebook Live just yet. Teddy's obviously, he's a huge part of your life. So how does he inspire your brand in terms of your colours? We'll come on to your products in a minute, but just to give a little bit of explanation.
Well, anyone who's seen our Instagram feed, Tales of Teddy, will know that he provides pretty much daily inspiration. We take photos of him every day, actually, to put on social media.
Yes.
And I love Instagram. It's a really sweet, fun family. It's kind of crazy fun,
It is, really.
So in that way, he inspires us. Also, he's our chief model, but he's also our test pilot. We get him to test drive everything, obviously, and he often inspires what we've made. So, for instance, we live in London, we go on the tube, we go on the bus, we walk the city streets, And we found when Teddy was younger, we would have a really long lead and wrap it around our wrist all the time, and it wasn't kind of practical on the pavements. You know, he's constantly zigzagging, tripping people out. That's probably more to do with my training. But anyway, so when we chose a dog lead, we made sure it was a short dog lead, so that he was, you know, it was all controlled, and it's been good. We call it our urban friendly dog lead. Yeah,
fantastic. And then, so let's talk through some of the products so people can sort of see a little bit more and what makes them different from those on the market. So I know you're quite passionate about the detailing of the products.
Well, it's
you
sort
have.
of the detail. Maybe you better hold it up.
Yeah, if I hold them
so
all.
it's the detailing rather. I mean, it's the quality as well, not just the detailing. But for instance, that buckle, I felt quite strongly that the buckle should be just as good as the buckle that you'd have on a lovely belt that you own. So I did a bit of research and I found a lovely brass foundry up in the West Midlands, who are one of the few remaining brass foundries supplying the equestrian industry in Britain.
Fantastic.
And I visited their foundry and I had a lovely tour and watched all the brass bits and pieces being hand cast, and I went through their lovely archives, and I went through their buckle bins, all the options available, and went off feeling thoroughly inspired. And I worked with them to create this buckle, which has got these kind of rather elegant shoulders. They're the bits at the end.
The corner, they sort of pop out. They pop out a little bit.
They are.
They're
Really
going to be
kind of unusual.
See on there.
But we also want to make sure it wasn't too weighty for a dog, because I've had collars before where the buckle
it's too heavy.
Down. And then you'll see there's a silver colour prong. It's actually stainless steel, and that's not just because I like silver and gold together, which I do, but good combination. But also stainless steel is really strong, so safety is important when you've got a dog.
Very
and then also there's a roller here. Now that roller, you'll see that on better quality buckles.
Can you see that? I'm not sure
now
people
that
can
prolongs
see.
the life of the leather that runs across it. So another important detail.
Absolutely, and just feeling them, it's just so soft and beautiful. It's
kind of also what's distinctive about this leather. It's a beautiful Sedgwick's bridal leather, which is a lovely English bridal leather firm, and it's stiff when it starts out, but over time, when you look after it, it goes velvety soft, and it's a real pleasure to hold. The handle of the lead is fantastic, and these are all barrel dyed. So the colours we've got, which are dark green, a kind of a brown, and a traditional kind of classic black. They're all they're barrel dyed, so that means the colour's gone straight into the leather. It's not just painted on the top. It's not going to come off like that.
It soaks in.
And so that's the leather. And then we've obviously had them put together beautifully by a master saddler called Emma Baker-Jones.
Okay.
And she's up in Herefordshire, and she's done a fantastic job. For instance, there's no rivets, there's no glue on this, because that's a cheap kind of shortcut. These are all hand stitched.
I can see the detailing is amazing.
She prices it from seven stitches to the inch. She hand does it all. And there's no kind of extraneous detail, so there's nothing to catch on or anything like that. She uses about 20 tools to make one of these.
20? That's incredible, isn't it? And it goes to show, though, the type of quality that you're creating. It's these little details that make the difference.
Well, it's a very tradition. It harks back hundreds of years. That's the way to do it. And then when you look, we've also added 5 holes to give a little bit of wiggle room, because I thought, Teddy, I don't know about your dogs, but Teddy often puts a bit of weight on. Sometimes he puts a bit of fur on too. So it gives them a bit of wiggle room.
Exactly, it's good to have that sort of difference, but because the leather is so sturdy, it means that it's going to last, and this is a real sort of investment piece. We were sort of saying earlier that whilst there are lots of great collars out on the market, some will be sort of quite sort of you can sort of flip between them, they'll last a couple of months, whereas this is a more long-term investment piece, essentially, isn't it?
Our lovely saddler told me that her pieces have lasted for 20 years when they've been looked after well, and gone through several dogs. I don't know if I would do that with my collars, but the fact that they will last if you look after them.
Exactly. It's a real investment piece.
The final bit is just the very, very kind of discreet
little detail. I'm not sure if this is going to show, so I keep showing it at the wrong bit of the camera. I don't know if people can see. Sorry about my red nails, and then just at the end there as well.
But it's very simple. It's all
simple, elegant.
Done. following the
beautiful. But I think the key thing with these are investment pieces, and something that's long last. And as Sam said, you've got them in the sort of racing green,
like
British racing green, sort of chocolate brown and black colours. So really sort of nice traditional earthy colours. Yeah. And then we move on to so I'll pop those, the dog bowls. So I don't know if you can see, so I feel a bit sort of like
hoping there might be some chicken.
Sorry Teddy, nothing in it at the minute. So tell us about the dog bowls. They're so beautiful.
These are made by a potter in Brighton called Brickett Davda, and they supply people like Ralph Lauren. They're called Fari Toast. I mean, they've got a big heritage of. And she has made these lovely hand-molded bowls that are hand painted too, and you can see it's this lovely chocolate brown clay. So you've got a nice little bit of branding on the bottom. Which is sweet.
I love that. And I don't know if you can see everybody at home. Tales of Teddy on the
they've got a little bit of extra weight in the base.
Yes.
And no two are the same. They're all individual. They're all slightly different colours because they've all been hand painted. You know, they're kind of special.
They're really nice, and as you say, come from a good sort of background, as you say, of who they've sort of supplied to. So yeah, your dogs are being very well treated if they get a bowl like this. So I wouldn't mind a bowl like this for myself. So.
I have to say, there's several people, and you know, they go on sideboards with fruit in them.
Yeah, no, I can believe it. Well, it's coming back to the reality of your brand, which is obviously products for your dog, but for the home as well, which was going to look nice. So it's a good sort of duo essentially. So you've got that. I'll just show you quickly the other colour close up, the slightly navy colour. I don't know if people can see that a little bit.
I like them both together because I have one. This one I put water in.
Yes,
it looks kind of like a little pool when you got.
There we go. Oh, that is nice.
And that one has his food in it.
So beautiful. So I've just seen we've got Alison here. Hi Alison.
Hello,
beautiful
Alison.
Products, she's saying. So
that's very kind. Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching, Alison. And then finally we've got your luxurious blankets. So I don't know if you you're going to ruin the display now, but beautiful heavy material. Talk us through these and why these are different.
Well, these come from Mellon-Tregent, which is a lovely old mill, been going for over 100 years.
Wow.
And they're nestled in a little Welsh valley. That's something that's really lovely as well about working with British suppliers. We get to go visit and take road trips.
How exciting.
These are made from 100% wool. This is pure new wool.
Pure new
the
wool.
other two ones are lamb's wool, so they're a bit softer and a bit fluffier.
Okay.
But we chose the colours. These are all 3 designs they make already.
Yeah.
And they've made them especially for us in a smaller dog blanket size. The idea was that it was to be big enough for a dog bed, but also, despite the fact Teddy was never going to be a sofa dog, he has inevitably become a sofa dog.
I think we can all relate there. We all think we've got the perfect dogs and they're not going to go on the sofa. Let's face it, let's be honest. They definitely do. And this is why these are great.
So they go on the sofa, and the idea is they look lovely, but they're also practical. You know, they've got they're hand sewn at the edges so that the little claws don't get caught.
Perfect.
They are, you know, they're very traditional blankets. You know, they're just wool, so you can shake them out, you can air them, and they're fine.
Fantastic. So the colours, I don't know if you can see, so these are sort of like browns and blacks and beiges, and then you've got the sort of the
blacks and creams and the black and the grey spot. We chose the colours because we thought they wouldn't highlight dog hair. That was important.
That's the sort of the
and they
key.
Wouldn't show up mud and that kind of stuff. So I
pop that back. There we go. Yes. So out of the 3 products so far, because you've only been going, as you say, since November last year, so really, really new. So what so far has been the most popular Tales of Teddy product, and why do you think that is?
It's probably the dog bowl.
The dog bowls.
Well, we also had a lovely little bit of coverage from Vogue, and
very exciting.
And stuff like that, so that always helps. Nice bit of endorsement. But also, I think they're quite a good gift for people if they don't have a dog, or if you don't have a dog and you're buying for someone who does. They're also they're kind of appealing, like we said before. They work. They definitely do. So good things there. Now, if you missed the beginning of the Facebook Live, I mentioned that Sam here from Tales of Teddy has got a very exciting announcement that she's going to share exclusively with all of you watching. So really exciting. Before we do, hang on, we've got Caroline Kinner from Bonnie and Bailey. Hi, Caroline. Thank you very much for stopping by. You've come at just the right time. So yes, we've got. Well, first of all, we've got your exclusive.
packaging.
Oh, yes.
This comes with all of your...
Yeah, all the leather goods.
All the leather goods. So I don't know if you can see there.
I use that. I actually bought it because I used to have these kind of bags that came with some clothes in them sometimes. And I always used to take out the clothes, do whatever with the clothes and put poo bags in them and hang them up.
Yes.
So I got the same printed up with our logo, the same sort of thing.
So
it's kind of handy.
It lasts. So the big reveal of the new product, you're hearing it here first.
Go for it. You take it.
I'm going to take it out. Are we ready? I'm very excited. It's the new collar and lead set
in a new
colour, and it is beautiful.
Aww,
absolutely beautiful. I don't know what you guys think. It's a really beautiful sort of fire engine red, essentially.
It's very London, isn't it?
It is very London, yeah. It's
but
beautiful.
Also it kind of harks. The lovely thing is I was talking to Emma, our lovely saddler, and she was saying, I was saying I think maybe we ought to do red because I've had quite a few requests for red. A lot of people like their dogs in a red collar. And she said, well, this red harks back to the kind of carriage driving red, especially with the black edging. It's very traditional.
You can see the
so
black.
That's quite
edges,
a nice sort of a nice reference.
Beautiful.
So we're very excited about that, and of course, you know, probably no coincidence that Valentine's Day is really lovely.
Of course, so it could be the perfect Valentine's gift for your pooch. So I think that could be a very good addition. But for all the year, it's absolutely stunning.
It'll go on. It isn't online at the moment.
No.
It goes up in the next couple of days.
Next couple of days.
Very much a preview.
Well, I think we're very lucky, and thank you very much for sharing that with us. So you know where you heard it here first. Brand new product coming to Tales of Teddy, launching in the next couple of days. So be sure to follow Tales of Teddy on social media. I'll put all of their links after this Facebook Live so you can find out where they are. And also I'll be writing a blog post a little bit more about Tales of Teddy. That will be coming in the next couple of days as well. So you have some more photos and more information. But I hope you've really enjoyed watching this at home, wherever you've joined us. Oh, we've got someone else here. October Willis, hello. Oh, it would look amazing on your Dalmatian, the red.
Dalmatian.
It would look stunning. Highly recommended. Definitely check them out, October. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you for coming.
And I'm really excited to see what 2017 brings for you. I think it's going to be a very good year. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all very soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Oh.